Welcome to Daily Zohar. This shiur is dedicated to the refuah shlema of Yitzchak Kadesh ben Devorah and for the hatzlacha and parnasah of Ilan ben Etzion, Yonatan ben Rachamim, and Fegal Sarah bat Reuven Lev. Kadosh Baruch Hu should grant them with shefa, bracha v'atzlacha, abundance, osher va'osher. The Zohar says, come and see, tachazeh. בשעה שהאדם מתקן מעשיו על ידי הקורבן, בשעתה דברנשנה מתקן עובדיו על ידי קורבנה. When a person fixes his actions by bringing a korban, כולה יתבשם, everything gets fragrant, ומתקרב ומתקשר זה בזה, and the things come closer and become connected one another. And how does it come? It comes b'yechut shalem, with a complete unification. Zeh shene'emar, that's what it was said. Adam, a person, ki yakriv mechem, a person shows an entity. Ki yakriv, he's going to yakriv milshon, not only korban, sacrifice. Yakriv milshon karov, to bring about. So when you bring an offering to Hashem for your sin or whatever it is, it's not because of anything more of a matter of bringing closer. You feel closer, so you bring something. The same thing, you don't just give to strangers, you give gifts to those who are close to you. Not necessarily those who are that you want something from, like most people would do. They want something for you, so they'll give you gifts. Not just you feel close to somebody, you want to share with that individual something of you, so it's a matter. I mean, a little sidetrack. According to Kabbalah, everything that you have has a possession of any of your possession has a little spark of you in it. So when you give from yourself to somebody, it's not only that you're giving them an item, you're giving them a piece of yourself. In other words, when you're offering to someone, it's like take a piece of my heart now, baby. So, you know who thinks that, huh? Do homework. So, take a piece of me. Okay? Take a little bit. You know who sings that one? So, give a little bit of your heart to me. That's it. I mean, but the other one is give a piece of my heart. Take a piece. So you feel closer. You want to give a piece of yourself, something of yourself. And what do you give from yourself is your neshama, as a piece of your soul, a spark of your soul to a person. That's why stealing becomes very bad, because you are stealing something from the person. From him, it's not just the object. The object doesn't make a difference. You get another object, but you're taking a piece of his neshama from it, and that's why geneva is a very bad thing. And so therefore, yakriv lekasher advarim karaui, to bring the things appropriately. Come and see. Adam ki yakriv, when a person makes the korban, and we say Adam, who do we refer to? Adam, a person. We refer to a complete entity. This is a very important part of the Zohar to help us explain other things as well. Some of the things I told you in reference to other things, but you'll see really where it's coming from. It's one of those things that, I thought about it myself, and then years later I say, oh my goodness, it says there. So okay, so it's nothing new under the sun. So who we refer to when we say Adam? Lehotzi, to exclude. Mi shelo nasa isha, whoever is not married. Ki korbano eno korban, his korban is not considered to be korban. Vebrachot enan nimtzaot etzlo, and he's not going to be filled with blessings, with brachot. Lo lemala, lo lemata, not up there, not down here. Mashma, we can learn from here, שכתוב אדם כי יקריב, a person, Adam, human. So we can learn from here שאינו אדם ולא בכלל אדם הוא. Okay, let's not jump the gun. It's not that unmarried people are not human beings. That's not what it means. But in terms of the spiritual entity of a person, he is not in that category. והשכינה אינה שורה עליו, and the divine inspiration does not dwell upon him. Why? משום שהוא פגום, because he is blemished. ונקרא בעל מום. And he's called, what's a בעל מום? A what? No, what is a בעל מום? Blemished. He has a disability. ובעל מום נתרחק מהכל. And בעל מום, like a kohen or something like this, is not allowed to come in. He has blemish, right? ונתרחק מהכל, כל שכן מהמזבח להקריב קורבן, even more so from the mizbeach. He doesn't even do anything, but even more so, he's not allowed to bring korban. Even the korban itself has to be completely without any blemish. So he's the person who's bringing it. Alachat kama v'chama, even more so, the person bringing it has to be without any blemish. כל שכן מהמזבח להקריב קורבן. How do we know that? ונדב ואביהו mochechim. And to prove that, we can look at Nadav and Avihu, the two sons of Aharon, that died upon bringing the Esh Zara. Why did they die? You know, we had Aharon, we had Elazar and Itamar, the Kohanim, Nadav and Avihu. So there were 4 Kohanim. The different explanations about that. You know, they did something extra, they did this, they did that. There's always a totally different angle about it. They brought korban just like anybody else. And you see that they weren't wicked people, because Moshe Rabbeinu tells Aaron, they were on a higher level than us. So, why did they die? They didn't die for anybody's sins. Custard died for your sin. You know, nobody... What happened to them? שכתוב ותצא אש מלפני השם, and the fire came from upon Hashem. מוכיחים, so that's what it is, שהוא מטעם, and the reason was מטעם שלא היו נשואים, because they were not married. Itamar and Elazar were married, and they had children. They weren't. ומשם זה, and because of that, כתוב, אדם כי יקריב מכם קורבן. A human, a person, what should I say? A person, אדם הנמצא זכר ונקבה. אתם קרואים אדם, David is smiling, I don't know why, but we'll catch him later. Why is he smiling? אתם קרואים אדם, smirking, you see he's getting, he's blemishing. Atem kuim, you are called Adam, right? That's what the Torah says. Atem kuim Adam, you. Who is you? Zachar v'nekeva, male and female. And a person, Adam הנמצא זכר ונקבה, הוא ראוי להקריב קורבן ולא אחר. He is appropriate to bring korban. In other words, now you see from here something very interesting. How much the Zohar also is trying to teach you how you should relate to your wife. How you should look upon the relationship between your wife. You are not 2 different entities. Your starting point on your relationship to be, we are one. We are one, shoulder to shoulder, back to back. We are one on all missions. Our goals are equal. Our mission is the same. If you have a team in enemy territory, you cannot have half of a team with one mission and the other half of a team with a different mission. The team was sent to do a mission. If you want them to switch mission, cancel for one and then move the whole team to the other side. You can't do it otherwise. So what do you learn from it? It's in parentheses. How could you come and have consider yourself to be one entity and your wife a different entity? You could. I mean, there's no prevention of you to do that. But this is what we said before. Everything has a price, even if it's cheap, even if it's free. It all has a price. And the price you're going to pay, you're going to pay it in interest or with interest. And how's it going to be? Your kids. Your kids. Kids are brilliant. Again and again and again. We don't give our kids the appropriate credit in which they deserve. Our kids are brilliant. And sometimes we let people that don't deserve any credit to educate our well-deserved credit kids, and we get what we get. Kids learn how to do that, and they operate on the divide and conquer beautifully. They know that daddy says one thing, and they'll go to mommy, she says something else, just because daddy says one thing, or the other way around. And they will play on that. And what will happen is, you're going to get little monsters at home. And then when we grow up, they're going to be big monsters. And it just gets worse from there. When we say ishto kegufo, his wife like his body, we mean that. You are one entity. But you have to love and respect her more than yourself. That's your, by the way, starting point. That's not your goal. That's your starting point. And if you don't do that, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. That's why you have to pick the right wife and the right husband. I mean, not of course for you guys, but the right wives. One who would speak the same language as you. Not necessarily that she speaks Chinese and you speak, Zulu. That doesn't make a difference. You know what you were trying to achieve here. If you don't do that, your life is not a life. Your life is not a life. Lo ba'olam hazeh, lo ba'olam haba. The wife wants you to learn. You want to make money. You have a problem. And everything else in life like that. This is by the way, that's why I said this is all in parentheses, because that's what the Zohar assumes, that this is your starting point. I mean, people don't agree from how big or how small and how they're going to do the wedding. If that's what you cannot agree on, how are you going to live the rest of your life? I don't understand. What difference does it make? If you cannot agree on something so minor as your wedding day, how are you going to agree to the rest of your life? And now let's hear the rest of the story. And it goes like this. And it says, only a person who is complete, Zachar v'nekeva, ra'ui le'ha'amid or le'akriv korban. Ze v'lo acher. He and nobody else. What do we say the Kohen Gadol on Yom Kippurim has to have two wives? Because he cannot stand in front of Hashem on behalf of Kol Klal Yisrael and the rest of the people of the world when he's not complete. That's why we take him I would say a standby wife, more of like reserves. We have a reserves. She's on reserve duty, right? Because this one will die, so he has another wife. Just because of that, he's doing the job in Yom Kippurim. So it goes. Rabbi Abba said, "Afal pi," even though that we established in Avraham, right, is because the word married. Aval ktoret hi elyona mikol haktorot shebaolam. But ktoret is different. Is superior to all the other korbanot in the world. Shebishvila mitbarachim elyonim v'tachtonim. Because of it, the bracha comes to the upper worlds and to the lower worlds. והקורבן הזה שהוא למעלה מכל הקורבנות, לא היו ראויים הם להקריב. And the reason, so we're going to say, how about the rest of the korbanot? They were supposed to, Hashem told them, you're right, the rest of the korbanot they could have done. This one they weren't entitled to, because the Torah is the peak, is the top of the pyramid of all korbanot. Mishum shelo, why? Because Mishum shelo yunesuei isha, because they were not married. להקריב קורבן לא היו רואים. כל שכן לדברים עליונים כמו קטורת. Even for a korban they weren't to. So for sure, for a ktoret, without a doubt, they were not allowed to bring. שאינם רואים שיתברכו על ידיהם. A person who is not married, right? It is inappropriate for him to, or improper for them to be, everybody else to be blessed from a person who himself is not blessed. You understand? You want to get a person. Why would you go to a person who is blessed to bless you? Because you want, apparently he's the pipe, so you go to him. You want to try to tap into that. Are you going to put a faucet on an empty well? It's not going to work. Are you going to fill up your tub with a bucket that holes in it? You see how important to have a wife is? To have a proper wife. That's probably the first important decision you will make in your life, or maybe the most important decision of your life is who you're going to marry. So don't be fooled with 16 inches alloy wheels and fenders and spoilers and everything else in between. You gotta look inside. Because the reason I said it specifically is because people pick their wives. I wish as much as how they will pick their cars, they will pay more attention how they're going to pick their car and who's going to spend the rest of their lives or bear their children. And I mean that. I know probably people are not going to be happy with what I'm saying, but somebody got to say it. We don't joke around here. So now, and he goes like this. And if you would say, but the fire came from Hashem and consumed them, lema, lama ze? Why did it happen? Mashal le'adam sheba lifnei malka. It's a parallel. A person came in front of the queen to give her the news that the king is coming to her house and is going to live in her palace and he's going to rejoice with her. That man came in front of the king. The king saw this person. He's like this, ugly, whatever happens to him. Amar lo, just tell him I'll be right there, okay? Amar lo, Amelech said to him, En ze kvodi, it's not my honor, she'al yedei hapagum hazeh avo el hamalka, that I would give my that the message for me to arrive to the queen will be with such a improper presentation. Betoch kach, as things happen, tikna malka et habayit b'shvil hamelech. She cleaned the house for the king. Kevan she'ra'ata she'hamelech haya mukhan lavo eleya, since she saw that the king wanted to come, but that because of that man, the king wanted to come, but the person who gave the message to her was inappropriate. So because of him, the king now doesn't want to come. The queen, it's a vicious queen, commanded that man will be executed. That's what happens when Nadav and Avihu entered with the incense in the hand. Samcha malka v'nitakna lekabel et hamelech. The queen, so-called, certain attribute was prepared for the big thing to accept the king. Kevan shera'a hamelech, since hamelech saw she'elu anashim pgumim ba'alei mumim, they are blemished. Lo ratza hamelech שעל ידיהם יבוא למלכה לשירות עמה. He didn't want it's going to be because of these people that he's going to come to the queen. ונסתלק המלך ממנה. And he went away from her, moved back. מיד, as soon as this happened, כשראתה המלכה שבשבילם נסתלק המלך ממנה, when that feminine attribute, again, let's call it malchut, okay, the kingship, right? So that the melech doesn't want to come there. Miyad, immediately, v'titzeh ha'esh milifnei Hashem, and the fire came and v'tochal otam, and consumed them. V'chol zeh hu, and this is only because shemi she'eino nasui, he who is not married, nikra pagum, hu ba'al mum, he is blemished, לפני המלך, in front of the king. וקדושת המלך משתלקת ממנו, and the holiness of Hashem goes away from him. ואינה שורה בפגם, and the bracha cannot be held in a broken vessel. ועל זה כתוב, and on that it says, don't be afraid, because I see everybody is like eager to run out. Okay, let's get rings, let's get married. Hold on. And because of that it says, Adam ki yakriv mechem korban, a person will bring a korban to you. Mi shenikra Adam, he who is called Adam, a person, yakriv. U'mi she'eno nikra Adam, whoever is not live for this title, did not receive what is called mochin de gadlut. Different mind, big mind, straightforward thinking, right? He thinks big. Lo yakriv, he cannot bring it. So now, there is a way out. And guys, you were saved by the bell. Actually, you saved more like with but you were saved by the bell. What do I mean? Every person needs to get married. It's unhealthy not to be married, mentally. You usually live longer, assuming you're okay with your mother-in-law, you live longer when you're happy, you're married, you have children. It is good, it is responsible to get married, so you can bring kids to this world, to share hey, how about sharing the wealth in this way? We'll bring more kids to the world so we can actually have this country survive. Because you have to bring, I think, something like 1.75 kids in order to keep the number as a living society rather than a dying society. Just think about it this way. I think 1.75, 1.5. If you bring one, it's Shalom al Ben Dodi. So, but there is a way out. And what do I mean by the way out? Since everybody needs to get married, but מי שחשקה ליבו, whoever is desired, לעסוק בתורה, to learn in the Torah, to learn the Torah, כבן עזאי, יש פטור. Why? שיקרא לתורה, הילד אהבי, my beloved one. He loves the Torah. So the Torah, you see from here one thing. First of all, you have some time off. Don't rush to get married. As long as you learn Torah. Once you went out to trabajo and you're not learning Torah, hombre, now I need to get married. It doesn't happen like this. But as long as you learn Torah, there is an expression, we call it caminando en hablando. Yeah, you're walking and you're talking. It means that things are coming, you keep on going. You're learning. You bring in the Kedusha down. You hear from here something very important. Torah is your korban. And when you learn Torah, it makes you like a Kohen Gadol. And you are complete when you learn Torah. Once we are talking about people who don't learn. If you learn Torah, again, to a certain point, that's why he says, Keben Azai. He had a real desire to learn Torah. Not that you said, okay, I'm learning Torah, so I don't have anything else to do with my life. I just did that, an excuse not to do anything. No. Because you really desire to learn, he gets a pass. You get a voucher, and that's okay. But if you don't, you have to get married. But once you get married, or you decided to get married, you have to do it the right way. And the right way is only do it through Torah. The only reason is why we are allowed to delay the process of marriage because of Torah is very simple. V'chi adam ilmad ve'even rechaim mutelet al tzavaro. Can a person sit down and learn Torah when he has a yoke stone, a big weight on his neck. No, okay. But if his wife sends him to learn Torah, says, Habibi Tilmad, because I don't want to be married to an Am Haaretz, run and learn, and give her a big hug and a big kiss, and your father-in-law as well, that he had a daughter who was willing to see what is really important in life, that you would learn, so your children would learn. Be'ezrat Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu will have rachamim on us, and will let us learn Torah b'simcha, b'yishuv hadat, mitoch osher, bli da'agot, without any words of parnasah. All Am Yisrael should be like Kohanim Gdolim. Hine ba Kohen shelanu, like Kohanim. We should learn Torah b'tahara u'b'simcha. Amen. Ken yehi ratzon.